Anyway, okay, this is my first trial of trying to do an agave syrup spirit. So, what I've got is I've got 4 bottles of wholesome organic raw blue agave syrup. These are 660 gram bottles, or for the Americans, 23.5 ounce bottles. I also have some Lolven EC1118 champagne yeast, which has been in 40 degrees Celsius water for approximately 20 minutes. I'm going to use 1/2 of a tablet of vitamin B, 50 milligrams, so I'll be putting in 25 milligrams. And I'm going to use some wine yeast nutrient salts. So it says use 1 teaspoon for 4.5 litres. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoons, sorry. I'm going to make it up to a volume of 9 litres, and everything is fully sterilised. I'm going to repeat that a few times because you need to make sure it is. Okay, so first step, I'm going to empty these. That's an easy step. Can't go wrong with that. That's one. I'll wash them out with hot water in a minute. 2. And this is my first trial. I will probably screw it up. Way to start with a positive attitude, but it's not something you want to screw up too often. So I've done as much research as possible. There's not much information on the internet. So we'll just have to see how it goes. And 4. Yummy. Smells good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some pre-boiled water. I'm going to put some in each, just so I can rinse them out, but also because the tap water will be below the temperature that I need. So this is going to help bring the temperature up so that I don't thermal shock the yeast when I add it. And it's also getting my $50 worth. So I'm going to add the rest of the boiling water, or the boiled water. That's probably enough. And I'm going to add my 1/2 tablet of vitamin B. And I'm going to try and do this because I need to use 2 hands. So I'm going to hold you with my neck. One. Two. Hopefully that was not too nicky. Now I'm going to stir it, try and get that all nice and mixed. Okay, and I'm going to bring it up to level with straight tap water. And I'm going to go back to the tap in a minute. Hopefully that's enough. Cool. So let's give that a stir. Okay, I'm just going to check the temperature. Now, the yeast, it was 40. It is now down to about 25, 30. This is 28, so we're probably actually a bit high for the yeast at the moment. I'm probably not too concerned. I'll maybe just give it a minute. Give it a bit of a stir. The additional stirring helps to add nitrogen and oxygen, which I believe the yeast needs. And once it's used up the oxygen, of course, it pushes it out through the airlock, which I've filled with vodka for the first time. I normally use water, but the vodka apparently is more sterile. For the some chances that stuff will go backwards through and get back inside. I don't really see it much of a problem, but it's worth a try. Now, I'm going to test the specific gravity. So I'm hoping to get about 1.08 something. And again, reiterating that this is sterilized. And it's still swirling, so it's being very frustrating to try and catch. Put it in the middle, see if that. So that is probably 1.084. 1.084, which should in theory give about an 11% final wash. And one thing to do is to note everything down. And if you can see, 1.085 was my guess, which is pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm going to take this out first. And I'm going to check the temperature again. It should 28. My yeast is 23. Not too concerned. I think it should be okay considering I pitched the yeast at 40. Give the yeast a mix. Again, sterilize the teaspoon beforehand, and in it goes. I don't know whether I need to stir that. I'm not going to. I'm just going to let it go. Some of the beers I've made I haven't, and some of them I have, so I'm pretty sure that looks like it's stirring itself anyway. So on with the lid, and when the bubbling stops, if it starts hopefully, in a week or week and a half, I will test the specific gravities again, and once we're stable then I will get back to you. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I can make some agave syrup spirit. Appendix A. Just after filming I realised that it was to use half a tablet for 5 litres of wine. I know that doesn't come into focus very well, but so I added the other half now. So anyway, so use 1 tablet, so 50 milligrams for the 9 litres.